Hello, it's Daryl at Good Attitude Services 10-foot truck. I'm in my truck just kind of getting it warmed up, checking the heater. It's been extremely cold the last couple days. It dipped down below freezing, and it almost seemed, even though the weather it was registered as like, I don't know, 9 degrees at night, or in the middle of the night, like 14 degrees yesterday. It was colder back in January, but it just seemed like when I was outside yesterday, it seemed way more cold. Maybe the wind chill or whatever, it just seemed really icy. Like you go outside, your hands immediately were freezing. You had to cover your face. It just seemed more extreme as far as cold. But according to the temperature, it wasn't that cold, but it was pretty cold. It was below freezing. So today it's not that bad, and it's clear. It's beautiful skies. I've got a couple calls. I got an email I got back to for a job, and there's another job. It's going to be a long distance job for delivering furniture. So I'm making sure the truck's running good, so when I get that ready for this weekend. Anyway, I wanted to mention, since the truck's going to start going here, but I know it's going to snow like 3 more times or 4 more times this month, or this week, or next week. So maybe snowing into the end of the month, towards the beginning of March, it looks like. So we'll see about that. But for now, I think I can take the truck out this weekend. It looks pretty decent. And it's beautiful out, not today. It's all sunny and nice. So I wanted to mention an app because I've been doing a lot of these apps to fill in gaps when I can't run the truck with my car. Delivery apps, gig apps they call them. Very similar to Uber Eats. I don't do passenger. I don't do rideshare, but I do the food delivery for restaurants, and I also do the grocery shopping apps and those type of apps that go shopping for products and deliver. But I just found an app a couple days ago, maybe it was like last week, and it was called Angie, and I think it's Angie, and then it had a Handy. It said Handy or Angie. Handy, I think. I don't know if they're the same company or they're owned by the same company. I do remember Angie's List, and that was something I didn't work with, but I knew it was good for people who needed to find leads on jobs, or they were looking for advertising their services, handyman services and that kind of thing. And a few years back, or probably about 10 years ago, I started doing furniture assembly as a side business, and I was doing a lot of that, assembling. In fact, I assembled all the furniture for a house, for a very large house. So it took me a while, so I learned a lot about assembly. Plus, I used to work for a furniture store, and that was one of our jobs, was assembling a lot of the furniture that came in boxes. So I kind of know how to do that really well. I did that on as a side business. When I noticed this app Angie, which is fairly similar to all these other gig apps, you sign up, you get a background check, you show your skills. There's different. There's in that app, it's not like the driving apps where you just show your driver's license and get a background check. So they look at your driving history. In this app, they want to know specifically handyman skills that you have. So if you're a really good handyman, this is probably a good app for you, because you can probably locate a lot of different jobs that are advertising in the area. I haven't done it yet, but I've signed up and I'm looking at the different jobs that are coming in. It seems pretty good. I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. I'll report back when I've done one of the jobs. But I signed up to do assembly and junk removal. Of course, I haven't saw any junk removal, but I've seen assembly, home cleaning, and like if you can do. I didn't sign up to do electrical or any of that. I'm not that type of handyman. But if you know all these other skills, you probably have more opportunities. But even by just signing up for furniture assembly, I've seen quite a few jobs come through in the area here. And it looks to me like it's like, like Wayfair or Walmart or these Target, like when you're getting this furniture shipped to you, like bookcases and, this type of stuff that's in a box. They must have some kind of option where they connect with this app. Angie, or Handy, however you say it. Which one? I don't know which one it showed in when you purchased since I'm not a customer. But So they connect you with that customer who needs, when that box arrives, and you go and assemble it. And it looks to me like it's, I see some are for like an hour or two, and some are I've seen some are in the range of $33 for an hour. I think I've seen some for in the $60 range, and in between 35 and 65. I've seen some for a little bit more than that when you're assembling a full dining set or something like that. If you're assembling, mainly I've seen like assembling just like bookcases, TV stands, and in my experience, the hardest thing I had to assemble when I did assembly furniture was one of those. They're like a large, like full-size bunk bed, but like a full-size bed, and then a twin bed, and it had the staircase, the stairs going up. There was so many pieces. It came in like 2 or 3 boxes, and then assembling a crib, that was a lot of pieces. And then assembling dressers, like the 6-drawer dressers or whatever, where you have a lot of drawers, those take a lot of time. And I'm pretty OCD about stuff like that, so it takes me a little longer than other people, because I want to go step by step by step to get everything perfectly, because sometimes you miss one step, you got to go back. So I'm going to try doing that, because that's another good side gig for people who, are looking for side work. So I'm looking into that. So when I do take one of those jobs, I'll report back on how long it takes and if it's worth it. So far, it looks like, from my experience, usually like a dresser might take an hour or 45 minutes, and they're going to pay you, like, say, $35 or $33. That's not bad. That's not too bad for an hour's work, depending on how far that job is, the location. I've seen some that are further out, some that are closer. So that's just another option to add into the toolbox of opportunities to generate income if you're a 1099 independent contractor like me, or independent business, independent service guy. I saw a lot of also lawn landscaping jobs, which I did used to do in the past. I did a lot of landscaping back in the day, but I don't have that equipment tuned up. My mower's not working great, and I don't have all that equipment anymore, and so I don't think I'm going to get involved with landscaping. Mainly what I liked about landscaping when I did it was like doing stone work and brick work and building, putting a fence up or stuff like that, or I wasn't really into the mowing the lawns. I basically did like planting trees and transporting trees and doing weeding and kind of more maintaining, not just your basic maintenance, but doing the mulch and that. I like that. I enjoyed more of that than mowing lawns. But I know you can mowing lawns, you can get a lot of money. I just don't really particularly like that. And landscaping is something I don't really want to do anymore, unless it's depending on the job. So I'm more involved with the furniture delivery and the furniture assembly. And the other one I saw was painting, and I used to work for a painting contractor, and it was okay, but I don't think I'd want to do painting anymore. Depending, I don't really enjoy it as much. And I don't know anything about electrical. I have no idea about plumbing or any of that other stuff. So I'm not even going to get involved with anything that complex and specialized. I'm more of a lift heavy thing type of guy. So but anyway, or put in the truck and transport it. So yeah, I have some jobs coming up here soon. Hopefully, I'll let you know. Things look like they might be picking up here now. The weather's starting to change. So that's about it. Looks like the truck's running good. Hope everything's good out there. I can't think of anything else. I just wanted to mention that app, see how that works. And things are picking up a little bit too in the delivery apps. Like I've gotten more of the Roadies, the Walmarts. More of those are coming through. So that's good for me. It's starting to pick up a little bit on that side. And also some of the food deliveries are picking up. So I'm getting a little bit more than like January. January was just completely slow. It was very upsetting through January not getting enough work, but I have a feeling I'll be getting a little more work coming up this month and the following month. We'll see. 10-foot truck, Good Attitude Services. Hope everything's great. Have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye.